Did you know that there are 3 ways Midland Funding might be breaking the law when they sue you to collect a credit card debt? My name is Michael Wasylik. I'm one of the lawyers at Ricardo and Wasylik here in Florida. My partner Jason Ricardo and I help people just like you overcome foreclosure and debt collection with dignity. And today I'm going to tell you the 3 ways that Midland Funding might be breaking the law if they sue you for an old credit card debt. So first of all, it's important to understand who Midland Funding is. They are a junk debt buyer and a debt collector. And what they do, their business model, is to purchase old credit card debt that's past due, written off, charged off. They buy it for pennies on the dollar, and they hope to squeeze nickels, dimes, or even quarters out of you because you're the person who might be named on the account. Now, because they are a debt collector, federal debt collection law and state debt collection law applies to Midland Funding, and that's how they can get in trouble. Because there's 3 ways, and the third one is going to be the most common one. I'm going to save that for last, but make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video so you get all 3. Number 1 is they might be suing the wrong person. And we do see this from time to time where Midland Funding has filed a lawsuit against you, but it's not your debt, or you're not the person who ran up the charges. So you might be, for example, a victim of identity theft, or you might be a victim of mistaken identity. So for example, if you have a common name, or if you're a junior and the debt belongs to senior, they might be suing the wrong person. And if that's the case, they're trying to collect from you a debt that you don't really owe. That's a violation of federal and state debt collection law if it's not really you that owes the debt. This is also true if you're a victim of identity theft, so long as you've given them some notice about the fact that it's not your debt. But if they just sue you, if they sue you anyway, they're violating federal law. And if they sue you without making sure that you're the right person, if you've got a common name, then they also may be violating federal and state debt collection law. Now, number 2 is if they sue you in the wrong place. Federal law in particular, and so do other debt collection laws of the various states, provide that if they're going to sue you for a debt, they have to sue you in the county where you live. And in Florida, it has to be the county. Some states like Texas have multiple places within the county where they might actually file suit. And so if you're, for example, if you're watching this and you're in Texas, although we're only licensed in Florida, I understand that if they sue you in the wrong, I think they call it a precinct, then they're suing you in the wrong place. Here in Florida, if they sue you in the wrong county, then they are violating debt collection laws. Now, if they sue you, they have to sue you in the county where you actually live. Now, if they think you live in one county and you actually live in another, you can transfer venue and things like that. But if they sue you in the wrong county, it is almost certainly, in most cases, a violation of federal law. Now, before I get into the third one, I want to tell you, why does it matter? It matters because if Midland Funding breaks the law when they sue you for stale credit card debt, you have a right to sue them back for any damages they've caused, and you have a right to sue them to stop the debt collection efforts. And you won't have to pay anything for the attorney who does that for you, because federal debt collection law and state debt collection laws provide for attorney fee shifting provisions, meaning the other side pays your attorney fees when you win. And so most attorneys, like us, won't take any money up front in order to file a debt collection lawsuit on your behalf to enforce violations. So in many cases, if you end up suing for a debt collection violation, you can generate enough money to wipe out the debt entirely, settle it, and even in some cases remove it from your credit report. So you want to make sure that if any of these 3 debt collection violations, if any of these 3 ways in which Midland Funding can break the law exist in your case, you want to make sure to find it and enforce it with the help of a lawyer. Now I'm going to tell you about the third way Midland Funding might be breaking the law if they sue you to collect on an old credit card debt. And that is if they sue you for the wrong amount of money. And that can include if they sue you for, if you really owe 0 and they sue you for anything. But more importantly, if they sue you for $1,000 and you only owe $500, and unless there's an exception that applies, unless one of the exceptions applies, and they're very narrow, By suing you for more than you actually owe, or by suing you for something the law doesn't allow them to recover, they have violated federal debt collection law. And you can countersue them and get the relief we talked about earlier. Money in your pocket, wiping out the debt, possibly even negotiating deletion of negative credit information. So it's very, very important to know if you have one of those 3 violations. Now, how do you know if they've sued you for the wrong amounts? There's a lot of different ways the amount can be wrong. Some of them are obvious, some of them are not. We've seen a lot of different ways that are subtle, that are not obvious to somebody who's not trained in figuring out that, for example, if they've added a particular fee or charge to the account that's not authorized by law, if they've overcharged you for interest, if they charge you for something you've already paid, all of those things are ways the number could be wrong. If you're not 100% sure that the number is correct, if you've been sued by Midland Funding, then you need to have that checked out by somebody who's familiar with the types of violations that can occur when a credit card debt collector, a junk debt buyer, sues you in court. So again, those 3 things are wrong person, wrong place, or wrong amount. So if you've got any of those 3 in your credit card case, you'll want to investigate whether it makes sense for you to file a counterclaim under federal or state debt collection law. And by the way, not just Florida debt collection law, but also the laws of where the debt collector is from. So for example, Midland Funding is based out of California, which means California's debt collection laws apply in addition to Florida and federal. So they stack, and you can get multiple levels of relief from that. Now, if you are being sued in Florida courts by Midland Funding, whether it's small claims court, county court, or the circuit court, and you are wondering whether Midland Funding has broken the law in your lawsuit, I want you to give us a call, because we can help you analyze that and determine whether you have valid counterclaims against Midland Funding in order to get you complete relief. So I'm going to give you the number. It's 352-567-3173. That's 352-567-3173. When you call, mention this video, which is 3 ways Midland Funding breaks the law, and we will set you up with a free 30-minute appointment to talk to one of our lawyers, either me, Mike, or my partner Jason, and we will help you analyze whether you have a violation of law committed by Midland Funding in your credit card junk debt buyer lawsuit. So give us a call. Again, that number is 352-567-3173. Mention this video. We'll give you the free 30-minute appointment. There's no risk to you. It's 30 minutes free of charge. So the worst thing that happens is you've invested 30 minutes to get more certainty and more information about the best way to approach your Midland Funding debt collection lawsuit. And you know, again, that's the worst case scenario. There's no risk to you. You'd have to be almost crazy to turn this offer down. Please give us a call as soon as possible. Again, the number is 352-567-3173. My name is Mike Wasylik. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it's been really helpful for you. I'll see you on the next one.